Hello my beautiful people, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so happy that you joined me here. Now in today's video, as the title suggests, we're going to talk about hair care tips. All of these tips are tried and tested by me on my hair type, which is damaged, dry, bleached. It's naturally wavy, so by nature it's a little frizzy. That's just how wavy curly hair is. So continue watching this video if you have a similar hair type. Even if you don't have damaged or dry hair, then this video is really going to help you improve the overall quality of your hair. I'm going to keep this intro short, but in case you're watching me for the first time, hi, my name's Preiti. I'm India's first cruelty-free beauty blogger. I talk about all things cruelty-free, which means products that are not tested on animals. If this is the kind of content you resonate with, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel and continue watching today's video. The first very important tip is to have a nutrient-rich diet. Take your vitamins, your proteins, and your trace minerals. This is something that I keep going on and on about in every single video of mine, be it hair care, body care, or skin care, or even holistic health. Having a nutrient-rich diet can make a world of difference. You could literally use the best hair growth serum out there, the best shampoo, conditioner, hair mask, but if your hair is not healthy from within, topical treatments can only do so much. With vitamins, your usual A, B, C, D, E, very important. B12 is so important, especially if you're vegan or vegetarian, because a lot of us have this deficiency. Along with that, your trace minerals like your zinc, your copper, magnesium, iron. If you have an iron deficiency, hair fall is just gonna come through and through. Copper is not spoken about much. I really don't know why, but it's really important if you want to have healthy hair. Premature aging, premature graying of your hair, it usually comes through when you have a copper deficiency. Of course, genetics play an important role, but all of these minerals are so important. Zinc repairs your tissues. It's so important for the scalp health. Now, for all of this, you can take multivitamins. You can also take vitamins that are specific to hair, skin, and nails. You do have those combinations out there. You also have biotin, which is extremely important. But then again, it's so important to go through a doctor. You want to go through a general physician, do all of that blood work, understand what you're deficient in, and only then take those supplements. The word protein is thrown around so much, you guys. Everyone's talking about protein, but it's so important for your hair. Your hair is literally made of proteins. We cannot have the sufficient amount of protein every single day, especially if you're somebody who's working with long hours. You don't have that perfect balance of your nutrient. You need to take protein supplements. You take protein shakes. The ones that I would recommend is the vegan culture protein shake. Then there's Cosmix. These are amazing because they're so gut friendly. Proteins are pretty safe that way. You don't have to go through a general physician. Just take the ones that are gentle on your gut, that don't really make you bloated, something that's very lightweight. So the ones that I've mentioned, the vegan culture and Cosmix ones, are really nice. Number 2 is using a very hydrating shampoo and conditioner. Try using the ones from the same range. It's easier to keep a track of what you're using. Also, don't use a very basic, gentle, everyday shampoo. It's not going to do much for your hair. When your hair is damaged and dry, you need something that adds that extra hydration to your hair. If you use something that's very heavy on proteins, it's not going to help your hair at that point because you want to combat the dryness. When your hair is intensely hydrated, the cuticles are intensely hydrated, this further helps them to repair the hair quality, the hair shaft, and this way you can reverse damaged hair as well. So once you feel like your hair is now hydrated, then you can start using protein treatments. Now for extremely dehydrated, dry and frizzy hair, this is a range that I strongly recommend. This is the shampoo and this is the conditioner. I absolutely love these. These are from BBlunt. This is the Intense Moisture range. I spoke about this on Instagram as well on stories. In case you haven't followed me there, please do follow me. I post a lot of behind the scenes about products that I'm testing out. It's been roughly 45 to 50 days that I've been trying this out. It is so intensely hydrating. Very true to its name. I haven't tried any shampoos and conditioners from BBlunt ever before. This was my first time. I was a little skeptical at first, but this really does the job. I've been in India for a few years now, and literally every salon I go to, I see BBlunt right there. It's a very famous premium hair care brand and hairstyling brand in India, and this was my first time trying out their shampoo and conditioner. This shampoo right here cleanses the scalp so well. It cleanses the hair so well while hydrating it. This is great for obviously all hair types, but especially even more if you have dehydrated and dry frizzy hair, because this intensely hydrates your hair while giving you a wash. This really does improve the overall hydration, you guys. Now I have medium thickness hair. It's not too thin, it's not too thick. If you have very fine hair, you will still love this because it doesn't weigh the hair down. It gives you a thorough cleanse and you'll feel this bounce in your hair after the wash. In my experience with a lot of these hydrating shampoos, I've noticed that they really weigh my hair down. I'm pretty sure you guys have experienced this too, especially if you have fine hair. My hair is thin to medium. If you have thick hair, you wouldn't really notice all of these things, but on my hair type and finer hair, you need something that doesn't weigh the hair down. With this, you get that intense moisture boost. It doesn't weigh the hair down, reduces frizziness, and it thoroughly cleanses the hair and the scalp. Now, when we talk about the conditioner, this is thick, you guys. It's a very thick conditioner. It gives you that decent slip, so if you want to detangle your hair in the shower, pretty good stuff too. I love how this is so thick, first of all, and second of all, this really gives you that boost of hydration without weighing your hair down. You'll notice after wash that your hair feels really bouncy. It feels full of life. I recommend using both of these together because intensely hydrating shampoo, intensely hydrating conditioner, match made in heaven. Now, this range has jojoba and vitamin E. Vitamin E is so important, not just for your hair, but also for your skin, so for your scalp. Now, with dry hair, a lot of people also have dry scalp, so vitamin E really helps to reduce all of that dryness on your scalp and your hair. Jojoba oil is so rich in vitamins and minerals. It strengthens your hair, it improves the hydration of your hair, it gives you this really nice shine. Jojoba oil, even just by itself, is amazing, and in this range, fantastic addition. Jojoba and vitamin E together really boost the elasticity of your hair. They help to make your hair stronger, add that shine as well. Now on the screen, you'll notice the application process. I did that yesterday and this is my hair today. So lively, doesn't feel too dry or dehydrated. I haven't added any serum because I wanted to show you how my hair actually looks like, completely dried a day after. You know, when you get your hair done at the salon, your hair smells so nice. You have this salon-like finish. That is the fragrance in this entire range. It smells so luxurious, like a spa at home. The price point is an absolute steal. It's $3.99 for each. Fantastic stuff. If you get this on a sale, even better. BBlunt is available on Nykaa, Amazon, and Flipkart. You can use my code Preiti2023 for 20% off on BBlunt website. Now, one commendable thing that the brand does is with every single order that you place, BBlunt will link this order with a woman that they empower with the Sambha Foundation. This is through their BBlunt Shine Academy. You can read all about that online on their website as well. They are on a mission to empower more than 10,000 women across India, and I think that is fantastic. Number 3 is using a wide tooth comb to remove all of those knots from your wet hair. A lot of people are so afraid of combing their wet hair. It's ridiculous how scared they are because they feel that this will cause breakage. However, if you're gonna go ham and not go slow, then of course you're gonna cause breakage. The intensity with which you comb your hair is very, very important. Also, do not use fine tooth comb because you don't want to do that on wet hair. Use a wide tooth comb. A wide tooth comb is very, very gentle. You need to be very slow, remove all of those knots really nicely, rake your fingers through your hair, separate all of those knots so that once your hair dries, it's less frizzier. You don't want to remove all of those knots on extremely dry hair because then you're going to cause even more breakage. Make sure that you apply a good leave-in conditioner and only then detangle your hair. This will really improve the quality of your hair, give you that additional slip, reduce all of that frizz once your hair is dried. A leave-in will also improve the quality of your hair through and through. Tip number 4 is using a satin pillowcase when you're sleeping at night. You can also use a satin bonnet to keep all of your hair in place. Satin pillowcases are an absolute game changer. Every single person I've recommended this to has come back to me saying, dude, my skin and my hair feels a whole lot better. Cotton absorbs so much moisture, you guys. With all of that tugging, sleeping, moving around in bed, your hair is just going to keep rubbing on that cotton, and in the morning you wake up with all of this frizz. I literally travel with my satin pillowcases. No matter where in the world I'm going, my satin pillowcases travel with me. Another tip that I strongly recommend if you want to keep your hair away from your face, especially if you're using a lot of leave-ins that could possibly cause breakouts, use a bonnet. A nice satin bonnet. Put in all of your hair, tie up that bonnet and sleep beautifully at night. Your hair is not going to be in your face and the style remains. If you're going to straighten your hair, if you're going to do a curly girl routine, your hair does not move around too much. So even when you're tossing and turning in bed, all of your hair is in your bonnet. Of course, you can use silk as well, but silk is not really ethical. It's not vegan. There are horrible videos on how silk is made online. So try sticking with good satin pillowcases. These also last way longer. These ones in the back are almost 4 or 5 years old now and they still shine so beautifully. Tip number 5 is using a good hair mask. Never underestimate the power of a good, nourishing, and very hydrating hair mask. A lot of people have made this mistake and they recommend this in frizzy hair care tips that you should use a hair mask every single wash day. Please do not do that. First of all, they're very expensive. Second of all, you're going to cause a lot of product wastage. Your hair doesn't need that intense hydration every single wash. a good hydrating conditioner is more than enough. A basic practice that I follow is using a hair mask once every third wash. So that would be once every 10 days because I don't wash my hair more than 2 times a week. So that's maybe once a week or once every 10 days, not more than that. Always use your hair mask after your shampoo and before your conditioner. A conditioner really locks in all of that moisture because it's got smoothing agents. So do not use your hair mask after your conditioner. Hair masking for me is serious business, you guys. I'm very particular about the ones that I use. I've also done a detailed video. Do check it out if you haven't already. I'm going to leave the link in the description and leave a link right here. Different types of hair masks target different types of issues. If you have dry, dehydrated hair, you might want to choose something that's nourishing, has the words deeply nourishing, deep conditioning, dry, damaged hair, stuff like that. If you have very damaged hair, not specifically dry, then you need strengthening hair masks. So everything is very different. So it's important to look for these keywords when you're looking for the right hair mask for yourself. Tip number 6 is reduce all of that heat damage on your hair. Reduce all of those heat styling tools, those curling tongs, the straightener. All of that is so bad for your hair. Heat damage is already so bad for the hair. Even if you have healthy hair, you'll notice that if you don't use enough heat protectants, your hair will just get so fried and so bad. Now imagine doing this on already dry, damaged, frizzy hair. Oh my God, it's going to be so scary. Do not do that to your hair, guys. Now, of course, there are exceptions. If there's an important event where you have to style your hair, use enough heat protectant. But again, if you're on this journey of healing your hair, improving hair texture, reducing dryness, then try staying away from these tools. If you're going to blow dry your hair, use the low to medium setting. Don't go full blast on high heat. That's going to be so bad, especially if your hair is wet. And then you add this extreme heat to your hair, you're basically just frying your hair. That's too much heat for your hair and you don't want to do that. Number 7 is a good old-fashioned weekly oiling routine. Our grandmothers loved it, our mothers loved it, and we should too because this makes a world of difference to your hair. A few months ago, I came across this word chumpy, which is basically applying oil to the center of your head and just tapping, massaging, basically desi oiling. I never knew this word existed and I've been using it through and through now because it's new to me. It's a great ritual, you guys. Oiling your hair is so good to improve the blood circulation. But again, if you have dandruff, you might want to stay away from oils. It's going to make your dandruff even worse. Dandruff is usually caused by fungus. So if you have dandruff, regardless if it's fungal or not, do not use hair oils. If you have a dry scalp, then the oils will work really well for you. But with dandruff, it's a strict no. A lot of people who have dandruff will continue using coconut oil and make it even worse. I don't do a lot of DIYs, but this one really works for me. I use a little bit of jojoba, coconut and almond in equal quantities and just mix it and apply it to my hair and my lens, my scalp, everything. I leave this on for max 3 hours and that's it, and then I wash it off. Do not leave hair oils on your scalp overnight, especially if you have migraines, if you have sinusitis. And this can also cause hair fall because you're going to block the roots, you're going to block all of those follicles, and it's just going to cause hair breakage. It's going to make your roots really weak. Hair oils need to be kept for a few hours and then washed off. Now, of course, you don't want to use too much hair oil because then it's going to be so difficult to wash off. So just use a little, enough to massage your scalp, enough to coat your hair. Now, of course, there are so many hair oils in the Indian market. I've mentioned so many in the past. Do check out my hair care playlist. You'll find a lot of them there. Those are on a pricier side, but if you're on a budget, then just do this DIY that I mentioned. And the last and very important tip is always go to a professional when you want to color your hair. My hair is bleached right now. It's not colored. We bleach my hair and then we tone it. It's a balayage. It's very important to go to a professional. You guys, do not take matters in your own hand, especially not with that box dye. Box dye is so bad for your hair. When you go to a salon, the professional is going to gauge the condition of your hair. They will first check the quality of your hair, they check the elasticity of your hair, and then recommend the level of bleach that you can choose. At home, you're just going to bleach your hair because you want to add some pink hair color. I've done all of this, you guys. As a teenager, I've done so much to my hair. I also had dreadlocks, I also had a shaved head, I had a mohawk, I have done a full platinum bleach blonde, and it took me 4 years to reverse that damage. It's not a good time, you guys. The amount of breakage if you do not monitor your bleach. And all of this happened because I didn't monitor my bleach. I should have gone to a professional. I then went to a professional and then they repaired my hair. We did so many treatments. It was just not a good time. A lot of treatments are added to the developer when you're going to be bleaching your hair, when you're coloring your hair. This will prevent breakage and dryness, and this is something we don't do at home. Now, for whatever reason, if you have very dry and damaged hair and still want to get hair color, a professional will guide you. They'll ask you important questions like, what is the quality of your hair? How often do you shampoo? When was your last hair color? Do you apply henna? Do you use box dye? Box dye is so damaging for the hair. So these are all important questions that your professional hairstylist will ask you. And those are all of my tried and tested tips for dry, damaged, brittle and frizzy hair. I really hope you found this useful. I tried to make it as detailed as possible. Please start implementing all of these tips right away and keep me updated on your hair care journey. I love hearing from you all. Now, apart from all the tips and products in this video, I've also mentioned so many more in my hair care playlist. That playlist has so many views, you guys. All of those videos, my hair care videos get more views than my skincare, which is great. I'm really happy that they're helping you out. Do check out that playlist. It's going to be so helpful for you. I hope you found this video informative and useful. If you did, then please hit the thumbs up so that I know you enjoyed watching it. If you have any product recommendations for me, leave them in the comments and I'll definitely check them out. I'm gonna take your leave now, guys, but before I go, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my previous videos right here. I will catch you all in the next video. Till then, take care of yourselves. Bye.